Hi, my name is Marjorie Brown, and I'm making this video because I need the feel to rant or to expose my ex-husband Nicholas Kyle Brooker for the sorry piece of shit that he is. I feel the need to expose DCF for the shoddy work that they do. And the judge here in Columbia County that was on my case, I feel the need to expose him too because of the crappy judgment that he handed down. First off, Nicholas Kyle Brooker. Him and I have a 7-year-old son together. We have been divorced since 2010, thank God. And through the course of my child's life, I have spent in and out of court with his father because his father keeps just doing stupid shit. Multitude of domestic violence, repeat violence on the women that he dates or marries. I myself is one. He had a second wife that packed up her and their child and went to a different state because of the abuse instead of, standing up against him and exposing him for what he really is. Got baby mama number 3 over here getting him for child support. He abused her and he abused their child. I've got that one in writing. And all this abuse, domestic violence, the fact that he's been mentally manipulating our son, possibly, I'm going to say possibly, physically abusing him because there's nothing other than the bruises and scrapes and stitches that I can take picture evidence of that I have. So it's circumstantial and speculatory. But I do believe that he is physically abusing him too and just trying to play it off as nothing but child's play. I think it's close to being child's play when you actually have a handprint that you could decipher all 5 digits with on the inside of my child's leg as being more than child's play. 3 stitches in his head when it's just him and his grandmother being the only ones home, and according to her, he ran full force into the wall, but there's no other witnesses there to corroborate that story. The fact that my child has to see a counselor because he considers himself to blame, and he writes notes condemning himself, first this, that, and the other, and basically he's suffering from depression and anxiety and all kinds of stuff that a child going through a divorced parent position would be going through. And his failing grades, him putting his hands on people, all of this turmoil is not enough for the judge that was on my recent case with Nicholas Brooker to, change our 50-50 custody, which leaves him eligible to go back out into this wide world and put his hands on more females, put his hands on more children, and it's unfair to my child. DCF, you've been in and out of our lives for the past 6 years as well, on both sides. He'll call DCF on me, I'll call DCF on him. Y'all come back with the same stuff that you can't find any abuse. But my child's covered in bruises. He's covered in scrapes that can't be, you can't tell where they come from. You get a mixed story from the grandparents and the father. You have my child telling you to your face that he's witnessed his father put his hands on people. You've got it written in documentation that you've put it in paper that he's exposed my child to domestic violence and family violence, but yet your highnens do not show up in court to help prosecute him. and sets him free to do it again, which he did do 2 more times after my son witnessed him put his hands on a girlfriend of yours. You know, I think it's horseshit that the judge doesn't find any of this evidence, enough evidence to where I have primary custody of my son. I think it's bullshit that DCF doesn't see his father is covering stuff up, and that his father's family is covering stuff up. I think it is bullshit that my child has to go through all of this at 7 years old. And he will continue to go through it until he either gets, dies, or he gets old enough to tell his dad, look, I don't want to be around you anymore, or by the time he is the age of 18. Whichever comes first. Hoping he either reaches 18 before, that happens. But the judge and DCF allowing my son's father to, not be prosecuted for his crap. It's just that, crap. He is a mentally manipulative socio-psychopath. And none of you people want to see him for it. All you see it, oh, well, it's custody. Custody, custody, custody. He said, she said. So my child has to get so severely injured to the point that he is either paralyzed or dead before you people will be like, oh, well, she was right. It's horseshit. Fucking people that, oh, well, I'll help you, I'll help you, I'll help you. Don't fucking sit there and tell me that you're going to help me stand up against Kyle and then turn around when it comes down to showtime, be like, oh, well, I can't do this. Like Cassidy. Oh, I'll be there, no. Oh, yeah, until he kidnaps your kid and you allow him to do it so he can hold your kid hostage so that to force you not to testify in court for me. You're a weenie. Your family, his family, all y'all. Y'all are crap. Cassidy, you won't stand up against Kyle. That's what makes you crap in my eyes. Kyle, you and your family are constantly trying to, see me unfit when I'm not the one that has DCF reports where I put my hands on other people's kids. I don't have domestic violence. I don't have repeat violence on my record, but you do. I didn't go to jail for drugs, but you did. So you tell me, how am I not better than you? Okay, Logan has his own room. He is stable in the environment he is in with me. When he's with you, he's wherever you are or with Grandma and Grandpa. And wherever you are, you could be at a drug dealer's house. You could be at a serial killer's house. You're sitting up there doing drugs in front of him, around him, with him in the same room. I don't do any of that. But you want to go run around our town and say, oh, well, I'm a hoe. I do meth. I do crack. Yeah, okay. I can't take anything stronger than 3 ibuprofens, but I run around and do crack and all that shit too, right? Mm-hmm. You are just mad because I am better than you. It is bullshit that the judge is like, oh, well, I don't see where any of this factors in. You have to keep it this way. I think he made the wrong judgment. I think DCF definitely made the wrong judgment, because if they didn't make the wrong judgment, then why are there kids out there in these headlines where they've investigated all these places oh, well, we didn't see any abuse, but now the kid's dead. And you didn't see no abuse, but you investigated their case. But now the kid's dead. Well, and you got a stupid bitch that's talking about, oh, well, I don't like how this woman was handling her kid in the store. That kid needed to be beat. Your ass needs to be beat. You know what beating your child like that is? That's just teaching them that violence is okay. And that's where people like my son's father come from. Abusing and beating the women that they're with, thinking that it's okay, and then thinking, having their child think that that is okay too. Is bullshit. I want the world to know I am fucking pissed. I am pissed that the judge thinks that my evidence, which I've been keeping for over a year and a half, on top of the reports that I have, the police reports, the DCF reports of him putting his hands on other people's children, exposing him to God knows what and where with other people. I don't see how that's not enough to, stop the 50-50. If there's anybody else out there that is going through this, by all means, comment. If you want to shoot me a message, that on Facebook, that's fine. Margie Brown. News people, you want to interview me? Fine. Go ahead. I'm here for it. Somebody wants to interview me to, hey, look, we want to make a movie out of your life. Go ahead. But whatever it is, I want Nicholas Kyle Brooker to be shown for the piece of crap that he really is. You want to see the documentation? I'll give it to you. I'll give you everything that I have. You make up your own mind. Till then, judge, to hell with you. DCF, to hell with you. Until y'all get your heads out your asses and see what the real picture is. Kyle, fuck you. You will fuck up again, and I will be there. It'll be a fuck up that mommy and daddy can't scrape your ass off the pavement with. I feel better. Thank you.